Hello, welcome to JIBRIN Angle on OWELEKETV. My name is JIBRIN, and this is my angle. Excuse me, sorry. In a short while, I will be playing a video, a very short video, I think less than a minute long video. I came across this video online, and I felt the need to actually share this video with you guys, and actually make my comment on what I think about the video and several other stuff that you don't want to miss. Hearing me say speak about. Once again, as I said, my name is Jibrin. Thank you for joining me on this monologue this beautiful day, and I hope everyone is doing well. And if you are not, may God help you through whatever you are passing through at this moment. And those of you that are doing well, give God the glory. Excuse me, for where you are and where He's taking us to. All right. That being said, let's go into it. Let me play the video. I wanted to say something before playing, but I think I changed my mind on that. Let's play the video and we'll take it up from there.
Tulubu must go. We want Nigeria army to take over. We want Nigeria army to take over Nigeria. I don't know why they are afraid. Why they are afraid, we don't know. We want Nigeria army to take over Nigeria. 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 Nigeria army to take over Nigeria. Nigeria army to take over Nigeria. Make una take over Nigeria. Make una take over Nigeria. Make una take over Nigeria. So far done too much. 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 Nigeria army take over. So far too much. So far too much. Nigeria army take over.
All right. I hope you watched that. You had all the chants on the video, right? Nigeria army, we want Nigeria army to take over. So far, don't kill us. So far, won't kill us. We want Nigeria army to take over. Anyway, yes. This is what I have been advocating for a very long time. I have never been an advocate of democracy because I think democracy is a Western idea. I don't believe in, actually, I'm that kind of person who don't like copying people. I like being spontaneous, do things your own way. Create something that actually suits you, that you are comfortable with. It's just like people going with certain stuff, maybe fashion, for example. You go with fashion, and you see some people going with fashion, even if they don't, regardless of what the fashion look like, whether it fits them or not. There are things that there are some certain fashions that actually fit some kind of some physical features than the other. And if someone else that does not have those features puts on such fashion, it obviously will not look good on him or her. So that's the problem with we human beings. We like copying. We like going with trend. We like, especially Nigerians, we like copying others. And honestly, that mindset is coming from the angle of inferiority complex. I don't know why we cherish copying the West, and that is what is killing us. So I have never been an advocate of democracy. Honestly, I remember even during military era, yeah, we had a whole lot of corrupt military or whatever. But even at then, I never preferred. All I prayed, I preferred then, or I prayed for, was for God to give us a very good military leader that is purposeful and patriotic to do the right thing, not the corrupt bunch of corrupt military officers we had in the past. So, but democracy, like I said, it is not my thing, and it is just shouldn't be Nigeria's thing. This is it's not even biblical. That's just the truth. And I don't think other religion. I don't think it is. It is in Islam. I don't think it is embedded in their religion as well. But I'm not sure of that. But in Christianity, from Genesis to Revelation, there is nothing like democracy. Democracy is a Western idea, and they got this idea because it suits their purpose, it suits their environment, it suits their what they are, it suits their idea of how they want to live their lives, or how they want to govern their people, and that is it. And the next thing is they exported it to Africa and spreading it all over the world or whatever. And that is why this issue of Middle East, some Middle East, Eastern countries, if not all, who that are into monarchy. Honestly, I prefer what they are doing. And I'm glad that they are the Middle Eastern countries are resisting the Western pressure to go for democracy. So that is just it. Now, come back to Nigeria, the main issue, the elephant in the room. Yes, as you can see, this is not the first time in this government that people will advocate for the military. Not just advocate, they are literally, including me, we are literally pleading for the military to actually take over. Yeah, because it can never be worse than this. Even what we have right now is 10 times worse than what we had in the military. So can it be worse than this? Let me read. Let me read this. I think I got it from someone's page. I think Rufai Hosseini Rufai of Arise TV, and this is what he said on his X page. He wrote 900 million naira to buy 50 torchlights and 100 walkie-talkie for Bayelsa Community Safety Corps. Did you hear that? 900 million naira to buy just 50 torchlights. Some people will call it flashlights. And 100 walkie-talkie for Bayelsa Community Safety Corps. Just 50 torchlights and 100 walkie-talkies. Walkie-talkies are just overly cheap. Cheap. Torches even much cheaper. For God's sake, these 50 torchlights and 100 walkie-talkies, it shouldn't take. I bet you 1 million naira will take care of this. Worst case scenario, 2 million naira will take care of all these items. But here we are. The government is spending 700 million naira, almost 1 billion naira, to just buy these toys. That's not all. Now we have another 4.6 billion naira to buy 20 Hilux and SUVs, and another 1.2 billion naira for government printing machines. I don't know how many printing. Probably they want to buy a warehouse full of printing machines, because I know when they're talking about printing machine is just probably for one agency that needs printing machine. At worst case scenario, they buy one and buy one for backup, maybe 2 printing machines. Yeah, they are spending 1.2 billion. For God's sake, how much with printing machines? Then the other one will have 4.6 billion to buy just 20 Hilux and SUVs. Obviously, these are government vehicles. How much is Hilux? How much is SUV? And when we talk of SUV, when you are government buying anything for themselves, for official use, they don't buy the luxurious style. They buy the regular SUVs, the standard SUVs, not special kind of. They are spending almost 5 billion naira to do that. All in the budget. And so you can imagine this is what we are getting out of democracy. Democracy has given us a Nigeria that we have today. Democracy has given us poverty, the highest poverty rate ever in the history of our country. Democracy has given us the worst economy. Democracy has given us bad roads, bad infrastructures, bad healthcare system, bad educational system. Democracy has given us bad transport system. Now, just give me a name of one institution in Nigeria that is working. The police, the Civil Defense Corps, the military, the SSS. People call it DSS. Again, they like copying other countries. SSS, I'd rather call it the name that the Constitution calls it, which is State Secret Service. The SSS and all other, whatever, the prisons, the immigration, the customs, or whatever, everything, the entire fabric of the country is enmeshed in corruption. Corruption without measurement that cannot be fathomed. Honestly, it's so deep that it is what we call bottomless pit. That is just the reality. Is this what democracy is all about? Democracy has given us dictatorial presidents, especially this current one, who is actually squeezing the public from speaking out or speaking up. So that is just it. The military, we are pleading now. Someone asked me a message in one of my previous monologue when I was advocating for military, and he said, "Which military are we talking about? Is it the same military that is as corrupt as the politician?" Yes, the same military that is as corrupt as politician. However, the military that is corrupt is the top echelon of the military. The chief of defense staff, the chief of army staff, chief of air staff, chief of naval staff, and some other head of commands and divisions. Those people, the military officers, top hierarchies that are holding political positions, that are those military guys are as corrupt as the politicians. And politicians, they are deliberately, that's why they don't give account. The military budget does not, the military does not give account of its budget. The politicians don't question them because everybody is afraid. They're not giving them for them to continue. Everybody, the military submits budget to the National Assembly and they just pass it without question because it's about, I scratch my back and I scratch your back. That's exactly what he's doing. The military is protecting them. That is why they don't even want to take over the military, and they are doing it for the military to protect them. So they are deliberately just giving out all the money that the military asks for, even though the military, they are not even using it to buy these weapons. If with all the money, billions of dollars that Nigeria has spent on the military, we are still very, very backward in our military arsenal. Very backward compared to even some of these neighboring African countries. All this money that through the budget, in the budget, they divert these funds to their private accounts. And that's why they don't scrutinize, they don't ask questions, they don't give account, because nobody dare ask them, question them, because they question them, they will now begin to plan coup to overthrow them. That is what the politicians are doing now, to answer those people who are talking about this set of corrupt military guys. While you ask yourself, in Nigeria, as corrupt as Nigeria is, do we still have those people who have integrity, decency, and sense of responsibility? Obviously, the answer is yes. We still have them. They may not be all over the place, but we still have people, decent, responsible people, and people that are patriotic. We have them as Nigerians. The same thing, and the military too is Nigerian. The military men, they are also Nigerians. They are from us. So if we have some people that are still, some Nigerians who are still not corrupt and who are also angry and frustrated at what is going on, who wants to do something, who feel some of them want to do something. People like us want to do something, but unfortunately, we have our limitations. There's nothing we can do. And that is why we are pleading to people in the military who can do something and are in our shoes. They feel what we are feeling. They feel our frustrations. They feel our anger. They feel our vexations. They feel our pains. They feel our worries and concerns, because we all are in the same system. There are so many of them in the military who can do something. Please, do something. We can't get it worse than this. And some people will say, military comes again, I will continue. Look, you don't do things by assumption. You do things by faith. There are times, I think this is the right word the right time to use this word. What have we got to lose? Should military take over? We don't have anything worse to lose. We are having it worse ever. What have we got to lose? Let the military take over. Let us do whatever. Forget about the negative aspect of it. We should have faith and hope that the right military set, the right set of military people or men and women will be the ones to take over and do the right thing. Because we cannot continue with this Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency of crime and corruption and everything. Of course, what do you expect? His foundation is riddled with crime. That is just the reality. So, honestly, I hope and pray that the military will heed this cry, because it's never, for a very long time, under this regime, we've never had it this way, that people are literally coming out in the public to protest against democracy and pleading for the military to take over. This is not the first time it's happening under this Tinubu's government. And I hope this cry spreads even farther and stronger. And above all, I hope the military will hear us. Because if military does not take over, the alternative, nobody wants to pass through nobody wants to experience the alternative. Because we human beings, we have our limitations. We have our breaking points. We have how much we can take, how much pressure we can take. When someone is pushed to the wall, obviously, even goat that naturally doesn't bite. If you push goat to the wall, goat will turn and bite you. We don't want to get to that point where the public will bite. We push to the wall and bite. And that is why we are asking the military to actually do this in a very, very quiet manner. Anyway, quiet. Military doesn't do anything quiet, but at least relatively it is quiet in comparison to violent revolution. So I hope and pray the military will do the needful. It is needed. It is needed. We crave it. We yearn for it. And this is my angle.